Episode 84, Randy Wilson Podcast, here today with a Virginia legend.
Yeah, hey. I just wanna talk my shit. What it say, Lico? Let's go. Lico all in his fields, that nigga be facing blunts. Lico ain't signing no deal, I ain't talk that nigga in months. My bitch let me on red, I went and picked 3 more up. Drop a bag inside this club, me and Cat gon' run it up. Let's go, I got the key to the streets like Lucci. I put her face on the wood, crush groovy. I throw some rats, turn the scene to a movie. They shaking ass in the VIP, big booty. Whole lot of bitches get flown to come through me. I block a bitch like Matoma, she stupid. I teach the game like I'm ghost, not a student. They say I ain't body, well nigga, come prove. Yeah, come prove. I hang with the best of the shooters. Niggas ain't getting too close, I'm a loser. I smack a nigga town.
Fat Cat is in the building. I'm sitting here with my man Enso Media, Sam, behind the camera. Appreciate you being on the show.
Appreciate you having me, man. I really do.
We're going to get into it. Before we do, just take care of a little business. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe channel. We just crossed 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And you can hear this podcast everywhere podcasts are played. But I suggest you to go over to YouTube so you can see the brother. You can also see some of this content on indietube.com. Yo, let's get into the intro. I mean, the brother is a legend. He really is a legend. He's, I don't think you can talk about the city of Richmond from an entertainment standpoint and not talk about Cat. Just chopping it up a little bit here before the podcast got going, he was just dropping so much jewels. He got so much stuff going on, and I'm just really excited to chop it up with you, bro. Like, this is gonna go down as like one of those podcasts that people are gonna check, because I don't really see you doing a lot of podcasts.
I don't. I have gotten offers a lot of places, and I pick and choose. It's like, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's like I heard about yours for a while, and I like the underdogs. I was an underdog.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I still feel like an underdog. Sometimes I feel like a lot of people know the name but don't know me,
Mm-hmm.
which I like, I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I hide behind my logo, my cartoon character. I hide behind it a lot because it's just about the brand.
Mm-hmm.
I had a conversation, and it stuck in. I had a conversation. He's a billionaire, not saying his name, and it stuck in my head. And I was like, because a lot of people used to say, Fat Cat, what is that? Fat Cat? Like, change your name. Like, you can't go on big. I'm like, why not? Why not? And then I had a conversation with him, and he was like, when the owner of Nike came up with Nike, Nike, he said, you thought that sounded good?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you're right. I was like, yeah, if I was making a shoe, I'd go Nike. Everybody's wearing Nike.
Yeah.
It's a brand.
Yeah, it had to have a start somewhere. And that don't sound like super catchy or anything like.
No, it's like, and that stuck in my head. I'm like, you can name it whatever. It's just branding it and making a name behind it, and the brand sticks around forever.
What do you think about what I've started with the Randy Wilson podcast? Basically, just to put my name in front of it, like from a branding standpoint.
I love it.
Think it worked?
Yeah, you know why?
Why is that?
You think about it. If you take Jay-Z,
Mm-hmm.
you take Diddy, you take Jay-Z. Jay-Z went from Jay-Z, Hove. He's Sean Carter.
Mm-hmm.
You cut all that out.
Yeah.
You just went straight random. We know who you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I appreciate
dope.
it, man.
That's dope.
Coming from a marketing genius, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take all that in, and I appreciate you guys for continuing to stay tuned in. Like, it's been 2 years, and putting out a lot of content, and just definitely, really excited to contribute my portion of bringing, like, conversation to the culture, because a lot of times I feel like people, they only get caught up into the label. They get caught up into the image. My goal with my show is to make sure that people see past, like, everyone knows Fat Cat do crazy promotions and music, but like, let's get deeper in. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn about the fact that he's been involved with working with children and group homes and alternative schools. You're going to learn about the fact that he got crazy businesses. I mean, and I'm not trying to stunt on his behalf. It's just a reality, you know what I'm saying? So when you bring a conversation to the culture, You know what I'm saying? It helps them get past the glitz and glamour of everything they see. And that's what really the Randy Wilson podcast is all about. So salute to you, brother, for real. Cause,
I appreciate that. Salute to you, too.
Appreciate it.
For real.
Yeah, but you are real talk Virginia legend. And I think you're doing it outside of Virginia. And people don't even know all the stuff you're doing. I just had to catch you one weekend. You came off tour. Like, you stay on the road. Like, talk to me a little bit about the work you're doing with Live Nation.
Well, I've been with Live Nation going on 8 years now. So I do contract work with Live Nation. Actually, it's with VIP Nation, which is a side company inside Live Nation. And we handle all the VIPs and meet and greets. So you name it, like all the big stars. So usually pre-COVID, I used to know all my schedules and stuff. So now the tours are over. We had like 88 tours go out this year. So, the world being shut down last year, it's like cramming them in, and there's more coming, like more tours coming. So it's insane.
Tell me this, man. One of the things I saw on your social media that was like very touching for me, just to watch, was when you recognized Say in celebrating his birthday. And I don't know what birthday year that was. It don't matter. But you brought in the plaque, and it had all the Def Jam. It showed all the work he did. And, like, I don't care if you're the hardest brother out there. Like, it was emotional, because just being out in the club, in the street, and being in Richmond for myself, like, 18 years now, like, you've seen these things that Say's been a part of, and yourself as well. You've seen them. But everyone don't know the connection behind how those things happen, and how those relationships that we've seen on a Richmond level, everyone don't know how that connects through the industry. And that's what I saw in that. I saw how that work, that grind had moved through the industry. So can you kind of speak a little bit about that on behalf of you and Say, from the standpoint of what you've done throughout your career, even now, and how that has got you to like Live Nation?
And actually, really, that's how we got. I've been working with Say. Say is like my mentor. So, and it's crazy because it's like he's my mentor and business partner. So it depends on what entity I'm talking about. But as far as the entertainment, Say, I met Say over 18 years ago. Say was on Main Street downtown, not too far from. If you take Main all the way up, like going towards Boathouse, he had an office right there. He had the Missy Elliott van. He was doing the rap, and a lot of people know I started out. I came from the streets. I just changed my life. I never went to college, any of that. I had, I didn't. The streets was my choice. I was a spoiled kid. I was actually only child until I found out I had 10 brothers and sisters on my dad's side. And my family is really huge. I have a lot of family.
At what age you find that out?
I found that out when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started maturing, I think. Because the streets taught me how to do business. It really did. It taught me how to do business, and it taught me respect and being humble. That's why you can give me a check for $13 billion right now. I'm going to be the same person. I'm not going to do nothing different.
Yeah.
I'm going to plan it out, too.
Well, I mean, but when you've been getting money for a long time,
Yeah.
it make it a little bit easier.
Money's a tool. That's all it is. And I want everybody to know that. Like, don't look at money as, I need to get to this certain level or certain amount of money. No, it comes and goes. Yeah. It's a tool to get to your goals and aspirations in life. Like, that's all you're just using it for. Like businesses to help other people, families, your families, anything. Like, it's a tool.
So, to the question of, speak a little bit about how you tooled the grind. I'm just looking at the evolution. I mean, you guys been doing this thing for a long time, and I think from the outside looking in, some people respectfully or disrespectfully are ignorant. Whichever how because you're ignorant if you don't make effort to self-educate yourself and become knowledgeable, become aware. But like a lot of times people just be out and they like, Cat got a party. This is what we see from a perception standpoint. We in the city, we doing our thing. they don't know where the money coming from and how the tools are being used to make these things happen, where you can bring in a big artist to the city, and then not only just bring a big artist to a city and throw a bag to bring the artist in, but build a relationship to now you work with a Live Nation. Or working with Live Nation, and probably working with Live Nation.
Say started back in the industry. Say's actually from New York. A lot of people don't know that. Say is from Brooklyn and came to Richmond back in the days. That's when I met him. So that was knee deep in my street. So I'm 1 foot in the street, 1 foot like, what y'all doing over here? And got with him, and then Duck is a big inspiration too. Along with that, and I shout out him too, because I got his clothing line on right now. Original Slang clothing.
Original Slang. Y'all check that out. Original Slang.
Shout out to Duck. He actually got me into it. They used to say, I want to do parties. I said, here the money. And it's so crazy. I didn't want to profit. I used to say, I want my money back. I didn't care what y'all was doing. Oh, we're doing this person, we bring. I said, oh, sound good. I want whatever I gave you. That's all I want back. It's dumb, but I just wanted my boys. That's what they wanted to do. I'm over here doing this. That's all I care about. So
I've been that person too, though. I get it.
Yeah. So it's like, then I said, oh no, I kind of like this, you know. And went from there. Say used to have the flyers, putting the flyers out, and I said, you know what? I want to get into this with y'all. I want to do this. And they said, all right, let's do it. And actually, me being a host came from a joke. A lot of people don't know. I never talked about this.
Oh, really? Okay, we got to hear. This is exclusive.
No, for real. It came around like, it was me, Say, I think Colleen. You remember Colleen? We always used to have parties, but I was the youngest of everybody. So I used to say, when we sit down and say, who's DJing, who's hosting? In one particular meeting, I said, I'm hosting. Everybody was laughing. I caught offense. Like, what is funny? I'm taking this as a challenge now. I said, all right, I'm hosting. I'm paying for it. Put my name on it. Hosted by Fat Cat. And they said, you serious? I said, yeah, I'm hosting. I didn't know what I was doing. But I actually did a good job the first time.
You knew how to have a good time.
Yeah. And then people, I think 2 weeks later, people started booking me. Hey, you good for this date? I'm like, for what? I said, oh my God, I need a manager. I don't know what to do. It was a joke.
That's funny.
And people think I just wanted to be a host. No. It came off of, I'm like, what are y'all laughing at? No, put my name on the flyer. I'm hosting this. That came from a joke.
And just ran with it. Well, I guess once you started seeing people could pay you for it, though.
Yeah, and I'm like, really? Yeah. This is crazy. This is crazy. No, it's crazy. True story.
Yo, so Chart Chance Musik, that's the label. I got this. It's an artist, man. Right now, the music is. Look, I was telling Kat before the show, I followed him on Instagram because the song was hot. I didn't really need to know anything else. It didn't matter because I think I know what a hit is. I think I do. I really do. I think I know what a hit is. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. That is it. And some of you may just now be hearing it for the first time. That's just because you keep your ear only in one direction. And I'm talking to a significant percentage of my audience because I'm a boom bap fan of music.
Yeah.
So if it's something different, if it's a club hit, I might not register with it first because I ain't really in the club too much.
Yeah,
but you can't hear this and not be like, that's it. And it dropped. Tell me, drop the artist's name.
1300 Lico.
1300 Lico. I see you, bro. I hit you up on the gram.
Lico. What up, Lico?
I see you. I heard you on the gram.
And he's humble too. He's a humble kid, man. He's only 24. That's my guy. I don't work with a lot of.
He got a hit. He got a hit though. He really do. And then, it's like the way he paid homage. I mean, first off, I guess he put himself on, but you putting him on. It's a collaborative thing. He doing his own rapping. That's it. He's in a different demographic, but he recognized the power when he's dropped Cat and Crush Groovy on that thing. Like he brought everybody 35 and up in. Like what? It's a hit, man.
And it's crazy.
It's a hit. It might be one of those songs. It's gonna be one of those songs for the year, and and I think what's gonna make it key is whatever you guys do to it, because this could go next year. It could live for a minute. Like G Sambo's track "Live" has been one of those Richmond songs that's kind of.
I love it. I actually heard it. I was in New York. I just got back from New York, and I heard somebody playing G Sambo in New York. Yeah.
Yo, this is
I actually smiled, like I was like, yo
this is...
that kid is from my town. So
talk to me about this kid, man.
So. Man, can I talk about the song?
Talk about the song, talk about the label, the whole thing, whatever.
Because a lot of people think this song was not even his single. That's the crazy part. His actual first single is coming out, and it's called Love and Crime.
So this song's not what is this? So
he's a workhorse. I have probably I think he's in the studio as we speak right now, but he's a workhorse. So we have so much material. We can put out 2 projects now if we wanted to.
But can he put out 2 of those though?
Yeah.
He's
like, I don't want to get into like some of the secrets. I ain't gonna let that out. Like I was telling you about that he does because nobody knows. So that's coming out. That project coming out too. But Love and Crime was his first single. And I have a label, Chart Chance. We're in the bed with In Groove. In Groove is a label we're dealing with, and we have distribution with Universal. So actually, In Groove is a side company of Universal, which is still Universal. We was shooting for Love and Crime to come out first. We had a date of, I think it was August 10th or something. So, Universal, before you put out, that's why release dates, I'm understanding why. Even with Kanye, when he was doing that, like everybody was bashing. When you gonna? No, it's not about Kanye. It's about these labels saying no, it can't come out. And I'm like, what? What you mean it can't come out? Everything is straight. We checked off our list. Checked. Nope. Come to find out, somebody brought the beat at the very, very last minute. Like, sold, like, outright. Nope. I'm talking about the last minute. And we had a date and everything. We had started shooting this video.
That's crazy.
So I'm going. And I'm like, is this something I want to get into? Like, I don't need this extra stress with all my other businesses. And I'm like, you know what? No, it's a challenge and I'm learning. And now I get it. Now I know what to do on my next release. Now, going back to that song, actually it's still going to be his single. So he went into the studio. He had a photo shoot. I had a photo shoot. I had a photo shoot for Marquis Who's Who of America. I'm going to be in 2021, 2022 in the book.
Say that one more time. I don't want that to go past now.
Being
stunt. A little stunt. Low key.
Marquis Who's Who of America will be in the 2021 and 2022 books. And actually, these books are going to be in every library, every university in the world. So I can actually go to colleges and speak and say I'm in the book.
That's dope.
Talk.
That's dope.
Yeah, it is. And I'm still humble, Brandon, by it. Like, I'm like, when I say humble, I had a conversation with James Harden the other night. And I'm talking like me and you talking. And I'm like, I know it's work, I'm on tour, but it's like, still though, it's like, this is...
Yeah.
I'm me. I'm not then coming back around. Nah, I'm too old for that, but it's like, it's amazing.
You living your best life right now?
I'm not enjoying it yet, because I'm still pinching myself. I'm being honest with you. Jay-Z can come in right now. What's up, Jay? And I'm still pinching myself.
I got to ask, do you see Jay being in the live space?
Yeah, I have stories with Jay before the music, so like, yeah. But I've seen him. Yeah, I've been around
Hey,
Jay a while.
we're gonna
a
come.
lot,
We're gonna
yeah.
come back to that though, because we got to get some. I know you've been around Jay. You probably was around him when he came down here for Union back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, if you gotta,
You see the Sabres with him
yeah,
that day too. Yeah.
we're gonna come back to that though. Jay, my favorite rapper of all time. We got to come back to that just to get a Jay-Z story out of you though.
Yeah, yeah.
But we could stick to the label, to this kid.
So going back to that song.
And I don't want to call him a kid, a young man.
Yeah, he is. He's 24. So this song, Love and Crime, was his first. So rushing it, going to the label card and say we can't put it out August 10th. I'm scratching my head. What we gonna do? Lico was in the studio. I called Lico. So we had the photo shoots. So after our photo shoots, I was like, yo, let's go eat. And he was like, all right. And he was stressing, like it's stressful. Like people think entertainment, like it's stressful.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do photo shoots, you gotta do studio, and you haven't made it yet. So you're putting in work that you can't see.
And you putting in money.
And
which you
money.
haven't made from the
Nothing
artistry.
back yet.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're just hoping.
Mm-hmm.
So he was stressing, and I was like, "Let's go get something to eat." I said, "I'm hungry. I eat different. I do intermittent fasting. I'm a pescatarian, so I only eat seafood. When I get tired of seafood, I do vegan." We go down to Mama Mia's. Mama Mia's? And get some pizza, and Crush is in there.
Mm-hmm.
So he's literally in there, and I'm like, he's on his phone, like, he has his face like, I said, what's wrong, man? Like, enjoy it. I said, we about to eat, get some drinks, just enjoy yourself. He was like, yo, my girl is stressing. And I'm like, yo, you 24.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a lot of time for that. Like, stop stressing.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good, humble kid. He's like, nah, he's like, now she leaving me on red. So this was early COVID, so I'm still traveling. I had just got back from New Orleans, I think. I was in town for 2 days. And I had my mask on. A lot of people hadn't seen me in person. So I'm sitting in there for a long time, which I love with nobody on record. I'm like, I love this. You know what I mean? I can do me, I'm eating, having a good time. Took my mask off, took my hat off, and the girl was like, faggot. And that was it. The whole club turned around. That ain't. It turned into a party.
Where was this? Was at Mama Mia's?
Yep.
And
That's owned by Froze. Yeah. So
I mean, and salute to you, bro, because you ain't as fat as you used to be. Like, you have what your lifestyle changes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You look good, man. You really do.
I lost
you know
168 pounds, man.
Y'all hear that?
I appreciate it.
168 pounds. Like that.
No surgeries. I know I've been hearing people say surgeries. No, I can't do surgery.
That all in itself is like everything that contributes to a champion, a winner, like a game changer. Like, yeah,
I really do.
I mean, because most people can't. Most people can't say that. Most people can't say they've ever done anything that extreme with their physical body. I mean, that's amazing.
I used to wear a 7X. I have pictures. I had a 7X shirt on. I wear a 2X now. I actually can wear an extra large, but I'm tall, so I do a 2X so it can fall down. But yeah,
that's crazy, man. You did like the whole Luther Vandross change, man.
It feel good too.
Got your Gucci man on.
Yeah.
Changed your whole life, huh? But anyway, we'll go back though. So you at Mama Mia's, everyone all of a sudden recognizes that, and so I'm imagining like that same day, this all kind of pans at this when this video shot.
Yeah, let me tell you. So we having, so the club recognizes this, me in the club, and and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen you, and I'm having a good time. Well, this is my first time literally in Richmond in a club setting. And I was like, I don't know where it came from, and I hope my accountant not watching it, but I said, I'm buying drinks for the whole club. I said, anybody ever did that? He said, no. I said, I want everybody in here to have a drink. He said, for real? Shout out to Froze too. So literally brought drinks for the whole club. And it turned into like a party. Like, this is a good party. That's where that song
And so Crush was Crush was DJing?
Crush was DJing. It was not playing. Like, that song. So going back, like, I can feel my hair going on my arm right now because it's a true story. So the next day, he goes in the studio. So I leave and I go back out of town. I'm in D.C. for 3 days. He said, check your email, check this song out when you get a chance. He always do that. Like, we might send one right now. Like, we need to change that. I don't like that. Da, 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 da. This particular song, I hadn't even heard it. So second day went by. He said, did you check the song? I said, oh, let me check it. So we riding in D.C., and I'm like, and if you see that video, that's the video.
Yeah, I mean,
me in the car.
But y'all, yeah. Oh, okay.
When I was like,
yeah.
I was like, this song is crazy. Like, I hadn't even heard it.
I mean, but y'all came outside to catch some clips. I mean, Crush left
No. That came after that.
Okay.
So the whole concept of the song, that's a true song.
Okay.
So after that, I played the song. I said, we got to shoot this video. So it came at the same time when Universal said, we can't put Love and Crime out.
So
I'm like, what are we going to do? Let's put this out. I said, bet. Let's put it out. And we shot the video.
What kind of feedback are you getting on this song now?
I'm getting a lot of good feedback and bad. The bad is not bad. The bad is, and I want to talk about that later. With the artists in the city. Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of people, he's not from here. He's from King and Queen. Virginia. It's still Virginia. Yeah.
See, that's a whole issue in itself. And I've talked to a lot of DJs on the podcast about that. You know, I think Lonnie was one particular that said one time, it's like, if you're from the city, first off, I'm not even from the city. And I put the city on a lot of stuff, and it shouldn't matter really where you're from. It's really about where you at.
I'm not even saying their names because I'm not like I'm an OG. I can name 5 big artists that people think from Virginia, and they're not from Virginia. I ain't saying names.
But I say that though. It's like when you just put a young artist, and I think Lonnie said this, and I'm gonna echo it. If you're a local Richmond artist, when really local that's changing. Like, nothing really is local anymore. But when you're from the city, you just should consider, like, you can rep your city, but if you put the state on your back, you got a whole lot more eyes that's going to pay attention to Virginia than they are Richmond. Yeah. And if you're from Richmond, north side, south side, respectfully, it's cool. You can rep that. Yeah. But you got to carry more weight to get more opportunity and more eyes.
You gotta say Virginia. Like, it's like when Jay came out. We knew Jay was from BK. We knew he was from Brooklyn. But he had New York on his back.
All the way.
So even with it's like Jay saying, I'm not working with nobody who lives in Queens. Or I'm not working with nobody. He went to Philly and got a whole team of people a whole nother state. That's how we got the Beanie Singles. What are you talking about? Like, because he's not, y'all have to open your bad up. I'm a businessman. Yeah. And at the end of the day, he could have been from Oklahoma.
Yeah, doesn't
matter. Like, I'm not.
But the fact that he's from King and Queen, if anything, that's more special to me.
Yeah, and he wasn't even born there. He was born in Florida. So
it's all relative, man. Yeah. But the fact that he come from King and Queen is a lot, though, because.
Right up up the street from Tap Man.
It's like Chris Brown. Yeah, it's like, you know, it brings now people are gonna know what King and Queen is just because he's from there. You know?
Like Chris.
Tappahannock.
Come on.
Doswell.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
And when we look at R&B and music, when we look at Trey and Chris, Trey is from Petersburg.
Yeah, and people think about Virginia. They only think about anything
else. Come on. So that's wake up, man.
That's for y'all. That's just for y'all.
Yeah.
That's just for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's for those, like, it's just growth. Yeah. Take it from the OG himself.
I want y'all to like open your minds up. You can't.
Yeah, let's stick to the city for a minute. And let's cover the time. You've been in this entertainment thing 20 years. Long 20.
Actually, 23.
23 years.
Yeah.
You've seen everything that's came through the city in that time.
Everything.
So can you give me your landscape view of the city from like where it's been to where it is now, like the evolution, the change, like was the 90s like for the city, you know, like we look at the 90s as that time in hip hop. Most people do.
Yeah.
You may have I don't know if you have a different viewpoint on it or not. Like I want you to look at it from the city standpoint, like is the city hotter now than it was, or was it hotter before? I want to get your take on that, and then we're going to get into some of the artists and some of the subgenres of the city.
Well, my take on it is, I think back when you had Lonnie and the Super Friends era. That was a dope era in the city, because it brought not the I wouldn't say a competition, but other groups around the city was like, hey, we need to step up. And it wasn't a beef with them, you know what I mean? It was like, so I like that movement. Then we had the GMGBs, you know what I mean? Southside. I love that movement. I was just having a conversation about that. I was like, I wish the younger would take that and run with it and come together instead of going against each other. Because right now, VA, they are looking at VA big on the market as far as the industry. They're about to put money into the more, marketing and bringing more people signed in the VA market.
You know that.
Oh, I know that.
Because you got the ear. Why? And is Richmond in that? Is there eyes on Richmond? Because it's always on the 757.
Yeah, it's been on Virginia now. It's more in Richmond, definitely. Which you got your Young Chops.
He's killing it, man. Yo, Chop, I'm gonna definitely need to connect with you.
Yeah, salute to you, Chop. The G Sambos, salute to you. Rio. I just wish, and I'm looking in the camera. I wish, and then you got Porter, Fresh Porter, Petersburg. Man, and he's he's a part of with Say and they are all team. They got a situation going on that's beautiful.
Yeah,
like that kid is working.
Yeah,
I don't even personally know him. People think because we all together, like Say they got I got crazy stuff going on, so I don't even know everyone.
Yo, y'all go check out. I got Porterville. We got episodes. So if y'all not familiar, go get familiar. Go check his gram out. He's crazy.
Oh, he got a new joint.
He got a new joint with Rio and
my gracious, with the video.
Yeah, he got Rio and he got Young Crazy on it.
Crazy, salute to him too.
Yeah, Fresh Porter, salute.
So I wished we cause it's like when I'm on the road, and it's crazy. I used to be, when I'm on the road, I used to say, they said, where you from, big homie? I said, Richmond. So I used to go, Cali? And I said, no, Virginia. Oh. And their face go, oh. I'm like, why you say oh? Oh, no, I'm saying, why you say oh? They say, oh, no, I don't know nobody from Richmond. Then they go 757, and they start naming everybody know, in the industry. Pusher. I said, yeah, no disrespect to him, but Richmond is a popping town. It's the capital. But we never got recognized for music.
Yeah.
Because you had Chris going to Tabahanny, Trey, you had Mad Skills. But Richmond, we're known for a lot of producers. I can name 10 producers that nobody knows. And they got plaques on their wall, getting royalties from, I know songwriters. A friend of mine is one of the biggest songwriters from Northside, Harold Lilly. My guy, love you, bro. And check his credits. He wrote everything from Luther Vandross, he wrote Baby Mama, Fantasia, B-A-B-Y.
Harold Lilly?
Harold Lilly. He's from Northside. He lives in L.A. now, but my brother. That's my brother.
Drop some of them names on, though. You said some other,
Gerard Thomas. He done did stuff for Destiny Child. I got a story with Gerard, and I think I posted on my story one time. Gerard, I was a DJ. A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was DJ KT. Like Sir RJ was. Let me tell you, Sir RJ was working at WKIE.
Mm-hmm.
It was an AM station in Henrico. Salute to Joe Dozer, everybody. Like that's all. That whole era right there. I love that era. Even D'Angelo. D'Angelo's Michael Archer. Everybody was like, D'Angelo played football.
Did you know D'Angelo back in the day?
From football.
He from out in Powhatan, right?
Yeah, but he moved in Henrico. That's
Yeah.
when he did the talent show. That's like that era. That's when he was like. I remember him. He started with football. Like Michael Archer on the carry. I was a kid going to the game. I'm like, what? He went and did, I think, Michael Jackson in the talent show or something.
I've heard about that.
And then that's when he went from there. But like Sir RJ, they was around with him in that era.
It hasn't seemed to me that D'Angelo, and I may be wrong, I don't know, but is there any roots with him in the city?
He has a lot of roots, but I don't know, like, the details of it. He has a lot of roots in the city, yeah. A lot of roots.
So you spoke a little bit about these times. I mean, the Super Friends, that's a staple. The GMG, that's a staple. The Booty Bounce song by
man. They still playing that
Judy
song.
Mack, that's a staple.
They still playing that song.
Yeah. I personally think that Nicholas F is a staple in the city.
I have a story about Nick.
What's that? Give me the Nick story.
Man, you got me.
I mean, I gotta get him out.
And that's why I haven't done like a lot of podcasts.
Man, we here to just kind of, that's what we are. We try
and
to get
shout
this
out to Nick, man. Nick will tell you. Nick
is one of my favorite top 5 artists.
Man, Nick, I'm waiting for the NFTs to drop because when you get big, I still got your first mixtape when you first came to Virginia. You was with me. I had a company called X-Men Management. Nick came in. I had a clothing store on East Main Street, 1721 East Main Street. It was called Exclusives. Matter of fact, Catch 22 was across the street, which was Visions. So that's how long ago. That was a white club. I had a clothing store across the street. I used to just play music, and I stayed open like 2, 3 in the morning. That's when the bottom was like you had 200-300 people on each side walking up. Y'all kids wouldn't even y'all would mess that up with shooting and fighting. We didn't have none of that. Like you would literally have 100 and something people walking up and just walking past the lines of the club, just having fun, eating, go shop, or go in the club. No problem. You might have fights, but it wasn't all that. You know. Going back to Nick. And I had, shout out to Sins too. Sins be with Lonnie. I had Big Sins. I had Selena Storm out of Petersburg. And then I had this kid named Stevie Potts that sung. Nick was going to be on to that too. So Nick had his thing going. We never jumped off. Actually, Stevie was about to get signed. I don't want to talk about that situation, but it didn't work out, and I'm glad it didn't because I needed to learn more. Yeah, but I'm glad I met Nick and to see where he's at now. It's amazing.
He's crazy, man. I just think his brain, his writing. I remember he said in an interview one time because I walked up in Starbucks, and I mean this may not sound good, but I'm just honest. I'm just who I am. I don't say things for to sound good or bad. I said, damn, yo, like, you really be reading. And I mean, I know some people may listen to that and they may think that sounds ignorant. Like, yeah, of course you should be reading, but stop. Like, we don't really, a lot of us in our culture don't really read. Like, we may look at something, we look at the notes. We in this time, man. We just do this. Like, no, Nick be reading. And he was like, to be I consider myself a good writer. And to be a good writer, I think you have to be a good reader. And I was like, to me, that was like Picasso. I was like, you know what? It makes so much sense. Like, you know what? Because I just don't feel like we read enough. We don't, because we depend on people to give us information because life it's easy. It's microwave. Like
You're right.
We retrieve stuff here more than we do here, Right. But I want to know, like, I think right now, like, and we're going to move off this, but we giving some love to the city right now.
Oh, I forgot. I can't forget Noah O.
Oh no, yeah.
Noah O. I used to go to Noah O's mom and get permission from Noah to go on tour with us.
Yeah.
That was me, Duck. We had a thing called Villain Faith.
Young Noah. That was a young Noah. Yeah.
Noah came from San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get permission. Matter of fact, I remember we went to the Impact Music Conference. We did it big out there, like big.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got cool with Prince and all of them out there, Jay Prince and all of them. So, he's behind Drake. If a lot of people don't know, he's behind Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, Nick did some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some, writing from Drake.
Yeah.
You know that. So we went out there. That whole era is different than like it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was like, to piggyback off of we talking about Fresh Porter and G Sambo and all these young kids that got everybody's attention. I just wish everybody would come together. Like, you don't even have to like nobody, because like, to make money, you don't have to like no one.
Yeah.
I be in meetings that they will clearly say they don't get along with this company, and it be millions of dollars made.
Stupid.
So, get it.
I'm gonna shout out 2 artists. I like doing this, and we'll move. But I want to shout out 2 artists that I think they got sound that I think they got something different. One of them is Rio Haskett. You know Rio Haskett?
Yes, that's my guy.
I think
my guy. I got some stuff that nobody heard on here.
I think Rio's different. I think he got something, and I think that
talented.
And I do this again because most of my followers, most of my music folks are they're in one space. Most of them. So sometimes I like to be the old dude that throw them different things because I know they ain't listening. Another one, and it's not my thing really, but I can't help to not bounce with them is King Delta.
Delt, yeah. Wait, Delt
supposed to be coming home.
He's
supposed to be on the show October 29th. Y'all keep that date.
Yeah.
We got the Coming Home King Delt show, so who knows what's coming.
And the 28th with Broadbird, too. So
who knows? Great minds think alike. We waiting on that one, right?
Yeah, he part of the squad, so he's coming home, so.
But I think both of them, it's some other ones. You know what I'm saying? I like Rizzy. You know what I'm saying? I think the young kid, Smith Knight, got potential. There's a lot of artists in the city that's doing their thing. I will say this, just take it for what it's worth. I don't have to be a rapper to give you feedback because I'm a big listener of music. A lot of artists are dope. They just don't know how to hold a mic, bro. There's some dope artists and some performances, but mic training is something it needs to happen.
And music, and hearing music. Mm-hmm. You have to hear the music. You gotta that's why I like Lico. Lico is a talented artist. He listens to music. He listens to the notes. He comes off the harmony. It's gonna stick in your brain. Mm-hmm. I wish I got some songs on here that if I play right now that you'll go, oh my gracious, unreleased stuff that's not.
I definitely want to do a show with him. So I want to do it at the right time. That it's the right time, and I'll defer to you for that because he's coming, but this is just the introductory. So I don't even know if right now is the. Yeah, I'd like to do something with him, kind of like maybe out in the street, more like a mini doc type thing. Mm-hmm. And I say that because, and I don't know him, and this is no pun to him. I don't know him. I say that a podcast isn't for everybody. Mm-hmm. It's not because some of you guys can rap your ass off, but you don't really know how to have a conversation respectfully. Mm-hmm. So it's you got to defer sometimes to your management. What is the best way to be introduced into a local market? Everything is local. You know what I'm saying? We're depending on where you're at. What's the best way to be introduced? And it may not be sitting down with me for an hour because I like to talk. That's what I think separates me respectfully from a lot of channels. I'm not just asking you questions. We can have a conversation.
I be traveling. I tune in.
Yeah, and if you ain't ready to go into a conversation, it's not, and I really like to talk to people who got some substance behind the conversation. So, with him, he's new to us, or he's new to a lot of us, and it's what's the best way to capture the newness, the rawness, you know, and get the sound bites to build this so that people want to hear more. That's kind of where I'm interested in going here.
Yeah.
So we can make that happen. But your
absolutely.
song is fire.
Thank you. I appreciate
song
that.
is fire,
I really do appreciate that, man. Like, and it's crazy because it wasn't the single that was coming out. We was gonna put it out and shoot a video like probably down the line. We had to go first with that one, so that's the crazy part about it.
So like, look, let's transition because we got like 20 minutes on the show. We got another show. Yo, we just glad to have the brother for an hour, man. He busy, he getting money, and you know, look, he came here today as a courtesy. You know what I'm saying? He giving back to the city is how I see it, and it's appreciative, man.
No, I appreciate you for having me, for real.
Let's get to though. Like, I want other people to know, like, yo, it's more than Fat Cat than music. My gosh, like, he's got franchises. He's doing real estate. We dropped the Live Nation, but give him a little bit more, you know, with what you want to give him about the other things you got going on, because it may be a client out there, you know what I'm saying, and it may be a sponsorship out there, you know what I'm saying.
You're right. Shout out to my team too, as I don't do it by myself. Shout out to everybody on my team, man. I even have a trucking company I just started this year called Major Carrier. It's a story behind that. Everything I think in life has a story. Like down to I see you got tats, so down to my tats, like, I have open spots going up, and people go, "Why you?" I said, "Because my arm tells a story. I can actually tell you what happened, when I got this tat, what's on the tat, what it means, and what happened." Like Gucci Man. I remember Gucci. I was with Gucci Man. Gucci Man's tattoo artist did this one so many years ago, but it's told a story about what was going on in my life at that time, like. And it's crazy.
Yo, people ask me questions about tat. Are you still getting tatted? Does it still happen?
I don't have the time now, but I do. I have some tats I want to put on when I do have some time. So I think when I go to LA the end of this year, we're going back out there. I'm gonna take a week off and just sit and get all that done, because I got new stuff. I got new stuff. I don't want to get too long that I forget. So like. It's mean. Everything is a purpose. So back to Major Carrier, that's named after my grandfather.
Okay.
His name was Major, and he was like my father. I met my father when I was 27. My father died when I was 30. I only knew him for 3 years. And my father was big. He's from the West End. A lot of people know my family are from the West End, the Pleasants. My father was Bernard Pleasant. They used to call him Bean. I met him, but it's crazy because I could have met him before, but I'm like, I was in the street. That was my era, and I was selfish. I was like, I don't need you now, Pa. I don't even need, you know, why? And then I'm like, I used to think, you want my money, like, you know. I'm like, I ain't even had that much money. I'm in street money, but I'm like, you just want my money. Long story short, I'm glad I met him before he died. At least I can say I met my father. I know who he is, he died, but it was for 3 years though. Then my grandfather, he was my father. I used to call my grandfather Dad and my grandmother Mom, and I used to call my mom Risa. My mom was more like my bigger sister. So another story on that too. I actually got a documentary coming out too. That's gonna go on TV too.
That's dope. Are you motivated? I don't get the impression that you're motivated by money, at least anymore. Are you motivated by just building businesses?
Yes.
It seems like you just building businesses and then
putting them together and just see it come together.
Yeah.
And actually that's the same way with entertainment. Like honestly, I'm being honest. I'm getting excited talking about like me and you can sit down now, plan an event. I'm so excited with it. Doing the, from A to Z, what we're gonna do, the date. That's the fun part for me. And seeing it work. And then the day of the event, and it's packed, you might be like, yo, me? I go, it's over. Appreciate it. It's not fun for me no more.
Yeah.
Then that part, I'm like, I'm ready to go. What time we supposed to leave?
That's
like,
what it is.
You gonna handle it? I'm out.
Yeah,
we do the work
because that's a different element of stress on those nights.
Yeah,
that's
the easy part that everybody wants to come out and have fun and like y'all don't know the work me and Randy put this event together and then y'all come out that one night have a good time. I'd be like, yes, we did it. And
Apologize, guys, if y'all hear the rain. We can't help it. God blessing us right now. You know what I'm saying? You could look at it as, it's a rainy day, or you could look at it as he's cleaning. We getting cleansed. So we just get, it's coming. But
positivity.
Yeah, man. So like that, I ain't gonna lie, I've kind of developed that perception though. I've been to your events.
It's crazy that you can recognize that. A lot of people don't know that.
I know what I've been a part of the process. I know what goes into these things, and I've seen it. I think the last event I probably came to, because I ain't been out too much. It's probably I had to come out. I had to come because I live off Hall Street. So when Jada Kiss was on Hall Street, I had to come out. It just was a no-brainer. Like,
speaking of Jada,
that night though, y'all was like, I saw you on stage. Y'all was just like,
yeah.
I mean, it was like, it was like
Jada was actually my first show in Richmond, back when he first came out.
Really?
That was my first concert.
That's crazy.
And I lost so much money. Actually, it was at the John Marshall Hotel.
That's crazy.
What was that, Paradise? It wasn't even called Paradise then.
You came to Paradise Lounge?
The
Cotton Club?
Yeah, this how long ago? Net and Foot and them was on that station. It was a station that came out 99.3 or something for a while.
Wow. This is before Power.
And I remember that y'all stood across the street, because I had 106, I think, host the thing. I mean, did the whole thing. And they were the new station. They stood across the street with bullhorns and was like, we don't believe you. You need more people. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And I was stressing. I was like, they over there. And I'm looking. I'm like, what am I doing?
That's crazy.
I lost $40-something thousand.
Oh, man.
To the point, and Jada tell you, to the point, and I'm sorry, Jada. I remember Jada getting off from the stage, and the Crown Plaza was there. I think it's the Delta Hotel now, by Marriott now. It used to be the Crown Plaza. And he said, hey, where's the van? I didn't make no money. I didn't even have money to pay the van, the transportation service to take him back to the room.
Damn.
I said, I ain't got it. I looked at him and I said, I don't have it. You know what he did? He did like this. He tucked his chain in, and all his boys, he was like, let's go. He said, that way, right? I'm like, yeah. They walked back to the Crown Plaza. I'll never forget that. Never. I was like, I'll never forget that. I was stressed out.
So, like,
I even lost my hair, man. I had alopecia. I had a bald spot in my head. True story. 40-something thousand.
Yo, man, how you salvage that? I mean, was it really anything to salvage with him? Like, he'd already probably got paid.
Yeah, it's business for him. He's good. Yeah, he got paid.
Yeah, he was good. He was probably, I got to walk, but okay.
Croaker Spot. That was the first year Croaker Spot was open.
Downtown?
Because I got fish and stuff for Jada and them, and they didn't eat it. So I was mad about that. Like all this stuff.
They don't eat fish?
No, it's just like a lot of artists, like even now when we're on the road and the rider, they don't eat everything on the rider. But you have to have it, like...
You got to have it.
Oh, yeah. But they send the managers in there to check.
They just didn't want it, or they don't like it. I mean,
if
whatever.
they hungry, they'll eat it, yeah. I think a couple of his boys did. He didn't eat nothing, though, so...
Jada lost a lot of weight, too.
Yeah, he did. He did.
But I ain't gonna lie, I was a little mad that night. But that was a terrible night for me, though, that night, man. I lost my phone in the Uber that night, man. It was a crazy night. But I was like, man, Jada, because he was doing his circuit. Mm-hmm. He was on the way to he came from Virginia Beach, was going, and he'd been in Charlotte. There was like a trip. I was to myself, I was just like, yo, Jada came through. Can I be nosy? Mm-hmm. Real nosy. Yeah. I'm trying to get in your pockets a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I was mad that night because I was like, yo, Jada's on Hall Street. I'm going to see this. Yeah. I wanted more songs. But I was like, Jada probably just came through here, got a quick bag, and because it was like a come through situation, right?
Yeah. Well,
it wasn't like he was coming here to like give you a real.
No.
It was like, I'm coming to the club.
With the clubs, they not like a lot of the artists. They just give you a base price.
So I'm curious, what is Jada? You ain't gotta give me Jada. What's a general base price for artists of that caliber at this point in their career? T.I. for an example. I mean, I don't know if
you know what's so crazy. It's crazy because the prices are all over the place now, and every day they go up.
They go up every day. I'm wondering
it goes
that, like,
up by the popularity.
sometimes it go down though. Like Jada right now is crazy. I bet.
Oh, because
Right now it's crazy, but like sometimes it.
Yeah, because of verses.
And I'm only asking. I'm not being specific to Jada, so we ain't cocky. But I'm asking because, like Fab, I feel like has built his career by like just being that guy. He will jump in. He'll come in. He'll walk through. He'll be everywhere, and you can see it on the gram. And
I remember when he started.
He might be picking up $5,000 here, $10,000 there, whatever is what I'm thinking. Or is it more? Like
no, like Fab getting. I don't know his price now, but he's getting for like
a walkthrough. What's a walkthrough? For a walkthrough?
At least 40.
For a walkthrough?
Yeah, at least 40.
I wasn't
like
thinking for a
42
walkthrough.
Doug and all these new young artists. Like Baby, he's getting $100-something thousand.
Just a walkthrough.
Yeah. And then most of them big clubs, he'll do a performance with that money. You know what I mean? Then you got some that do it. It depends. You can do it for 60 or 70 and no songs. They just standing there and looking at the crowd. And when I say the sprinters and everything are running, it's not off. They're running.
And they not turning. They just wait. It's quick. Let's go.
Yeah. Like you have drinks, of course, but usually they pour the drinks to the girls, like, because you know what I mean. They like. That's it. They just looking, taking pictures, and then the manager, everybody taps, everybody like, it's ready to go. Let's go. And when I say it's off, you don't see that. Like by the time you call the club, like you probably halfway to another city.
Right. So I want to make sure I get this because I don't know if I got the answer. You've covered 20 years in the entertainment, in this market, in the Virginia market, and others. But I just like. How does this time now, I guess, compare over that time frame? Like, how do you feel like we are now?
This time, you got more people actually getting signed in that new market of this new era of music. So, with the streaming and stuff, so you get more and more. You got like Sony got an artist here in Richmond. You got RCA got an artist here. Universal got an artist here. So you got like we didn't have that in them eras. We had movements, but I think Joe Dojo had got a deal through I forgot, was that Warner? Somebody with that movie at that time when I forgot. Was that the worst thing that can happen? That movie?
Yeah,
Joe Dojo's on that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, check the credits. Joe on that. Shout out to Danger Mouse too.
Do you think there's more money in the market now?
Now, yeah. Because the price is up. Everything, like back then, that era, the price, everybody was, like now, you want to book an artist, you got to have that money. If you don't have it, he's not coming. And a lot of artists are doing the whole, and shout out to Jeezy, I think he started this back in the days. And I'm sure he got that from Jay, because Jay, most of the big artists do that. You have to send all the money. Like if you're going to book Jay, you have to send everything.
Up front.
Like, Jay and them up there, but like, ain't no half, and when he get there, half, no, all that's going in escrow. Whatever his price is, the whole, you going to have that all going in that bank account, and it's just going to sit in the escrow.
Yeah, while we there, cause we got to close at like 9, but give me a Jay, give me some Jay stories, man. Give me what you can go on Jay. Like
I could, I got so I can talk about.
All right, what about like the current? You say you see Jay from time to time now when I
see Jay now, yeah, like the last time
is he talking to anybody?
Oh yeah, he's talking. The last time I seen Jay was Dreamville tour, the Dreamville Coming Home tour.
In Fayetteville?
I was with J. Cole. I did that tour with J. Cole.
The last one, Jay was there.
The one that Jay came out and surprised him with the plaque.
Oh, okay.
This pre-COVID.
I got you. Okay.
I was there because we had to sign NDAs, and he was surprised. Cole didn't know Jay was coming. We all knew it was like, and I'm just working like I was like a little kid, like I'm backstage waiting, like so. And it's crazy because Cole comes out, and Cole is, shout out to Dreamville too. Cole is one of the humblest guys, man.
And the coldest. I think I like him. I don't like Kendrick. I'm not a Kendrick fan. I like Cole.
Yeah, that's my guy. Just like talking to him, you know what I mean? Like I learned a lot from Kendrick. Like we had a big conversation, and we was on tour in Toronto and Canada. I'll never forget that conversation we had. It's
I mean, let me
drills
think
and-
about words are hard. I'm not saying I don't know him to like him. I'm not.
Yeah.
I like J. Cole's music and his style. I don't get into artists that sound like characters.
Gotcha. I got
So
you.
like I don't like Eminem, and he's one of the best.
You right,
You know,
yeah,
but
yeah.
he when he be talking like he talks, he sound like a weird white kid to me.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
I think Nicki Minaj got crazy skills writing, but when she goes into Barbie,
That
stu-
dungeon.
yeah. So
yeah.
that's the reason why I'm not a fan of of Kendrick as much, just because of that thing.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. No, I get it.
But he's hard though.
No, he's hard. And man, it's just like with far as Jay. So we at the Dreamville. So I'm working, and this when all the big dogs in Live Nation came too to that show. So we working, and I met Cole's grandma, because you know I do the VIP, so I'm checking in all the meet and greets, and then Cole's family was coming in, so I had a whole nother list, like for Cole's family, like his grandma was like so proud, like I can't wait, and she was showing me baby pictures, and I'm looking, I'm supposed to be working. I said, excuse me, man, because people coming up. I said, hold on, man. She behind my desk, and look. See, that's when he was, and I was like, yes, man. I said, yes, sir. Let me see, check you out. You know what I mean? Getting everybody in for the meet and greets.
I bet you perfect for the VIPs too, though, because you're just big, tall ass dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
they get violent sometimes. Like it get crazy sometimes.
yeah,
Man.
even in VIP, you got to get a little.
Yeah.
Because I see you as this big guy, but like, you clean though, so I don't really see you as security.
No, they be there. Yeah, they
Like,
be there.
I
Yeah,
look at you
they
as clean. Like, I don't think you have to kind of.
No, they there. Yeah, they secure there. They there, but no. Jay came and they was like, he's here, so we had to clear out the back. And Cole was playing basketball. Cole was playing basketball right before he got on stage. That's how cool
great.
he is.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about a dripping sweat like,
Yeah.
like it's always a court right there.
Yeah.
Like on the bus. When you get out the bus, some arenas you have like a little stand up court. He was out there. Oh, I'm talking about 3-on-3 with his boys. They came with the bullhorn, you know, with the mic, come on, escort them to the thing.
Let's go.
So they told us, everybody in the room. I was like, Jay, yeah. You know, I'm like, Jay gotta be here. So they tell everybody to get in the room. I'm in the room with the plaque at.
Yeah.
So I even got that in my phone. Like I haven't never posted it or nothing. Like I'm like, yo, Jay coming in here, the plaque in here. Jay came in, he was like the president, like 5-7 black trucks. It was just him though.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's security, it's crazy.
He was just his truck was in the middle. He was in the pack.
I don't even know. They go so fast. So you don't when they come, you don't know which one he got. You don't, they ain't nobody. You can't film none of them. And they don't license plates going down. You out of here. You going home forever. So it's like I sat there and I remembered that. And he was like, "Hey, how y'all doing?" I was like, "Jay, what's up?" He said, "How you?" I said, "Good." He said, all right. Because he ain't into all that, he like me, just calm down.
Yeah,
like, just me.
yeah.
And he said, no, let's do this. He just went into with Cole, because he was going, like Cole went under the stage, this little thing we did with Cole, he went under the stage. So he didn't even know Jay was there.
That's crazy.
And Jay came, got the plaque, they gave Jay the plaque, and then Jay came out and presented them. Cole like, oh, like, it was crazy.
And then Jay was out.
Literally out.
Boom.
Like I'm talking about
To the next situation.
out.
To the
I'm
next
talking about
bag.
out of the whole state.
Gone, yeah.
he
He was
goes
gone.
straight to the PJ. He out of here. He's not.
It's crazy.
He's not sitting around too long.
Okay, yo, look, man, we got to close. I don't want to. Just keep going, but we got another show we getting ready to go do down at VCU for the Black mental health and sneaker culture.
That's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be crazy. It is, and
I'm gonna have to come down there and
through.
check that.
It starts at 3. It's over at 5. The reception's from 5 to 7.
Okay.
It's gonna be dope. Sam and his team is capturing the whole thing. It's a whole panel of artists and sneakerheads and.
I got sneakers coming out.
It's gonna be some crazy. You got sneakers coming out?
Yeah, I got sneakers coming out. I
shit.
got a whole Fat Cat line coming out.
Oh shit, yo.
Yeah. I got sneakers, slides, jackets, sweatsuits.
Yo, maybe you can come back through. We can talk about that.
Definitely.
We can have the, you know what I'm saying, have the merch here, whatever the case is. I'll definitely get some. That hat's hard.
Thank
The
you.
hat's hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about wearing Fat Cat on my head. I don't know, but like, this shit's hard though. I like
see-
the shirt. Maybe I can see the Polo brand.
Oh.
I can see something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How long Izar been around? They've been wearing alligator on your So,
Yeah.
like, it's not about... That's why I want a lot of people to look. It's not about me.
Yeah.
Fat Cat is a brand, like, who don't want to be a Fat Cat?
That's why I ain't gonna lie. That's why I think Charged Up, and that's why I think Noah did. Noah's brand, you could throw it on anything, and you don't even know it's Noah. I think he's got
Charged
one of
Up.
the best brands like that. Yeah.
And this, I guess, because my name is associated with my brand. But when the world don't know me personally.
Yeah, but the thing that even in that song though, he referred to you as Cat without he took the fat off.
Yeah.
And it sounded just like some young nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
cool. And it was cool. And it was like they may not. Some people ain't gonna even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, yo.
Yeah.
We got Fat Cat. You know him as the promoter, the business owner, the franchise, the music. You know him about all of those things. You know what I'm saying? But today he humbly came through, shared some love.
Shout out to Jan-Pro too.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jan-Pro.
Yo, they sponsored this show, by the way. So if you need your building clean, and I'm not only, they typically do with corporate, Fortune 500 companies and stuff. But get in the inbox. Maybe we can find a way to do something. Who knows?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And it's crazy because I've just seen it's Jan-Pro, right?
Jan-Pro.
Jan-Pro. There's a Jan-Pro too.
It's a Janny King.
Janny King. That's what I was thinking about. But it don't even matter because when you think about it,
it's Janpro. Jan-Pro. Yeah.
Janny King is what do they do? They clean it too?
They clean too. They do the
So
same.
it's beneficial though.
Yeah.
Because that's an established brand, you an established brand,
Yeah.
and you may not know where you're putting your money at, but as long as it goes to the cat, right? You know what I'm saying?
And I got business owner of the year, franchisee of the year, 2019. So I just got back from Atlanta last week. They awarded me with that. So I beat out of 13,000 people in the system.
That's
worldwide.
crazy. That's crazy.
I'm number one.
Yo, and you think I'm gonna get off this show or let him out this room, and I'm not gonna try to find a way to get $1? Yo,
it can happen.
yo, I'm gonna learn. I'm trying to get the game on it. So,
and I want to teach you because I want to get you somewhere that you've never been in your life, like financially. And then it's not about me saying,
yeah,
I put you there.
Yeah.
It's about you building now.
That's how we win.
That's how we win.
That's how we build wealth in our community. That's how we build a black community. That's how we build a black family. And just two black men coming together, sharing knowledge, trying to embrace and be supportive to each other. And quite frankly, that's the difference between where we are and where we need to be. But we are getting better. You know what I'm saying? We call them black men kings now more than we call them niggas. So you know what I'm saying?
I love that.
So we getting better. And make sure y'all get in his inbox, learn about the stuff he got going on. Fat Cat everywhere, pretty much.
Yep, FATKATINC on everything.
Appreciate you, brother.
No, I appreciate you, Randy.
Yeah.
And I already know your show is gonna be crazy. We're gonna sit back 3 years from now and say, I already know. It's like, we had that conversation about putting businesses together, putting models together, systems together. If you see the way they started, and I know where you're going. So
I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for real. And that's for real. I
really appreciate it. And, you can always get in. Check out RandyWilsonPodcast.com. Connect with me. I'm easy to connect with. But I'm not open to doing everything. I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to build with like-minded individuals who's trying to build something. So like I said, got a budget, we can talk. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit costs, real talk. We got lights and stuff around this and stuff. It ain't easy.
Dope studio too.
It ain't easy.
This is a real studio.
Yeah.
Real studio. So
all right.
Salute.
Randy Wilson Podcast, episode 84, we out.